Hello for the last time, I am Nathan Judah. This is Mr. Timothy Spiers. Tim, Manchester City 6.
Wow.
6. S-I-X. 6. Watford 0. Wolverhampton Wanderers are in European football the first time in 39 years. Absolutely astonishing.
Yeah, unbelievable. I tell you what, 5 years ago, Wolves were in League One, just leaving League One. Now they're in the Europa League, and they've done it on merit, fully deserved what they've done this season. Needed a helping hand today, but the result was never in doubt, really.
No, it wasn't, was it? I mean, look, they had a chance early on, didn't they? Pereira had a great chance.
Yes, they did.
Should have scored.
Yeah, if he'd have scored that goal, it could have been 6-1 to Man City today. Honestly,
Wow.
No, honestly, the result was never in doubt.
No,
they were just a class above. Attack against defence. Watford was sat so deep, trying to hit him on the counter. To be fair, but the class that this team has, it was a pleasure to be here today.
It was.
We weren't here to watch Man City.
No,
but it was a pleasure to be here.
It was, and of course, ultimately, they were going to be playing Europa League football next season. Could you quite envisage that at the start of this season, a team that had been promoted from the Championship, albeit won it well, at the same time to go on and to finish 7th in the league, to get to an FA Cup semi-final, to run deep into the competition, and ultimately European football?
I think that was the sort of ultimate dream for the season. Really, the top ceiling of what you could expect. But realistically, few called it. Although one of our fan verdictors, Rob Cartwright, did say very early on. Honestly, yeah, he sent me the proof the other day. That Wolves fancy Wolves for 7th. And that normally leads to Europe. It has for the past 5 years now.
Okay.
So best of the rest. They thoroughly deserve it, but no, realistically, I thought kind of 10th to 12th.
Yeah.
But they're kicked on so well since Christmas. You know, the key kind of run of matches was that 3 in January when they were, I think they were 10th or they were 11th at the time, and they had to play the 3 teams above them. Leicester.
Yeah.
West Ham and Everton, and they beat them all.
Yeah.
They scored 10 goals in the process, and then they were always in the mix. And then the other key run was obviously after the huge disappointment in this very stadium, after losing the semi-final,
and then Southampton,
and then smashed to bits at Southampton, and then they came back. They found something. They went again. They found, they looked deep inside themselves, and they found something again in their reserves, and won 3 on the spin. Watford, Arsenal, and then Fulham. And that was it. And they honestly, they fully deserve it.
I mean, I spoke to you in the Facebook Live before kick-off saying, would you want to be in Watford's position now? Wolves, I'm pretty sure Wolves would not have been beaten like that today. They would have put up a really good show. However, you've seen them tail off in the league.
Yeah.
End of the day, was it a blessing in disguise?
It's
hard to say that, but do you know what I mean?
It's hard to say from a defeat as crushing as that.
Yeah.
No one who was involved in that will ever kind of get over it. I think the players involved, the chance to win a cup. Yes, you can say from today's result that they wouldn't have won.
Yeah.
However, it would have been a very different game. We'll see. I'm sure of that. But you look at the way it's gone since April the 7th, was it? Watford, I'm not sure if they've won since then. They've completely tailed down the league, finished 7 points behind Wolves in 11th, and now they've lost the cup final. They've been embarrassed today, and they won the battle that day, but Wolves have won the war ultimately because they're in Europe.
Absolutely, they are.
And I think overall, given the direction we anticipate Wolves are going to travel in, hopefully there's more. They'll have a chance to win the competition again in the near future.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you necessarily say that as confidently from a Watford point of view. So, in general, you'd much rather be in Wolves' position, of course.
They're ahead of where they're supposed to be, aren't they? Would you say?
Of course they are. They were supposed to get promoted this year.
And they've got lofty ambitions for Osen, but they're still...
totally. They were supposed to win the championship this year.
Wow.
It was a 3-year plan to win the championship, and then after that it was survival, and we'll see what's next in the Premier League. So, and I think top 10 was the target this year. So they've surpassed that. They have surpassed that. But I don't think, in fact I know it won't, having spoke to Jeff Shee last week, that it won't change their plan. It won't change their targets for next season necessarily. They just see it all as natural progression.
Sure.
As building as a club, off the field, building the team, and then the results should be aligned with that, and it's going a little bit faster than we all imagined.
It is, yeah.
But they'll go with it, and
I think you have to, don't you? I mean, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of fans saying it's too early, we need to keep a small squad, we need to push ahead. You do not pick and choose European football.
You don't, and they'll keep a small squad anyway. I'm convinced of that. They will not go out and buy 5 players to boost the numbers for the sake of it, because Wolves could get knocked out of this competition in I don't want to burst any bubbles, but by August the 1st they could be out of this competition. They could be. You know, we saw Burnley struggle through the qualifiers last year. I think we'll see a few players coming back late from pre-season. Saiss and Jimenez possibly involved in summer tournaments and whatnot.
But Wolves aren't Burnley though, are they?
No, they're not. It's a completely different kettle of fish, completely different club, completely different ambitions, completely different budgets, completely different players, completely different manager. You cannot compare the two. But I've said to you before, because we have discussed this a bit, haven't we? Possibility of the European tour. I think the qualifiers are the most dangerous phase for Wolves because they've got a small squad. Yeah. For those qualifiers, when they haven't got a full squad of 18, they'll have to either supplement the ones they haven't got with the likes of some forgotten players who've been out on loan this season: Bonatini, Hawes, Zyro, Ina Bakari, Ronan, Roderick Miranda played in the Europa for Olympiacos last year. It'll either be those guys or be the under-23s. Yeah. They'll have to push the rest of the squad up. Obviously, we'll get new signings as well. They're already looking at one striker quite close to home.
Salomon.
So we'll be interested to see how it works out and what approach they go for. But either way, I don't see them. They're not going to sign players for the sake of it, and I don't see them increasing their squad massively in terms of first team players.
So in terms of pre-season football and July, we haven't got much of a break, have we? What is, when do we start Europa League? Where are they going to be playing? Where in the world? Here we go. So the phone is out.
So here we go.
Get ready. Get your notepad ready and your pen.
Wolves will enter into the second qualifying round.
Okay.
So
don't need to play that first round, rubbish.
They're already too good for the first round. They're going in which starts in late June. They're into the second qualifying round, right? Yeah. If they want to get to the group stages, group stages are groups of 6, runs from September to December. Yeah. That's where you want to get in. Man United are already in there, as are a host of very good teams. Wolves will get in there, they're going to have to play 3 two-legged qualifiers.
Right.
Okay. Second qualifying round, third qualifying round, and then playoff round.
Right.
They come week after week,
relentless.
From July the 25th and August the 1st. That's the first two-legged tie.
Could be the first one, could be Molineux, or it could be away. We don't know yet, do we?
Yeah, there are seedings. There are seedings all the way through the qualifiers. Okay. But we won't know because it's very complicated. They've got the first round, the second round, the third round are all kind of drawn very similar times. Yeah. Wolves will, when the draw comes out on June the 19th, Wolves will have an option of 2 teams to play from the first qualifying round.
Okay.
But we won't know until that first qualifying round is finished.
Yes.
Which is which is only like a week before, so it's all going to be very last minute. Sure. Don't book your flights just yet.
No.
Anyway, that first qualifying.
Where's the draw happening?
That first qualifying round. Yeah. So the teams that Wolves could then end up playing, you've got the likes of Inter Turku. You thought it was Inter Milan then. Inter Turku from Finland. Zalgiris from Lithuania. KR from Iceland.
Oh, good side KR.
And then also the likes of Rangers and Malmo. They're in the first qualifying round.
Right.
The second qualifying round, which is where
Rangers in the second round, by the way.
No, you don't. But like I said, it will be seeded, so you wouldn't expect it at that stage. The second qualifying round, the teams that are already in there: Eintracht Frankfurt. I've said a very good
European
year.
Pedigree,
AZ, Sparta Prague,
AZ Alkmaar,
Espanyol. And then the third qualifiers, you've already got the likes of Feyenoord and Braga. And then the group stage, Man United and Arsenal are in it, unless Arsenal win the Europa. Lazio, Sevilla are in it every year.
Sure.
And then obviously there's a lot of European leagues haven't finished yet. Milan are knocking around as a possibility to be in the
a terrible away day
in the Europas, but they'll go into the group stages. So it's all a bit up in the air, but we'll keep an eye on the dates. Like I said, the draw is June the 19th. Yeah. The second qualifying round is July the 25th / August the 1st. And the key point to make about the dates is July the 25th comes 5 days after Wolves compete in the Asia Trophy.
Yes.
So they'll be keeping a very close eye on that draw and where they could end up and travel plans, because there may be a case of flying from China to wherever they go next.
We're not going to get out of China, mate, are we? We're not getting out of China.
Express and Star Expenses taking a hammer in this year.
Oh, they're getting smashed to pieces. Can I have a tuk-tuk, please?
Anyway, it's very exciting.
It is very exciting. Look, we thought last season couldn't be topped. Is this season better than last year?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
It has to be, doesn't it?
Yeah,
standard.
In terms of an achievement, I mean, they haven't won anything this year like they won last year, but in terms of an achievement, the teams they beat, the team that they've become, it definitely tops it for me, definitely. And who knows what's next?
They've deserved, haven't they? They've deserved European football the way they've played this season, I feel.
think so.
I think they have been the 7th best side in the Premier League.
I think you're probably right, Nathan. I've got some evidence to back that up, actually.
Do you know what I mean, though?
Go on.
They've thoroughly deserved it. You've got some evidence in an article coming soon.
No, as in look at the league table, man.
Oh, right, okay. This is our last 2 show of the season.
Oh, sad.
Are you going to be sad?
No.
What's happening? Are you going on a break or what? You're going to miss me? You're going to leave me? Don't leave me.
What are we doing? So, we've got a book coming out. It's been such a good
I tell you what,
I know you set me up earlier, right?
I did, yeah.
What great season.
Yeah, go on. I'd love to read about it. Go on.
So,
where can I find somewhere to read about it?
Story of the season.
BBC?
TV. Story of the season 18-19 is coming in early June. I need to amend a bit now.
Right, change a little bit.
Story of the season 17-18.
Right.
Nominated but not award winning, but it was very good and it sold out.
What does it lose out to?
Some supplement about school kids in Dundee.
I'll tell you what it is. It's called Chalk Talk.
At the Regional Press Awards yesterday. We nearly did a Kanye and stormed the stage when he didn't win. What was he up for?
I don't know, Social Douche of the Year or something.
Social Douche of the Year. Unbelievable, he didn't win.
Incredible.
That's keep your eyes peeled for that.
And how much in shots?
It's only a tenner, mate.
Wowza. But the thing is, I don't want to wait. I'd like to pre-order so I can guarantee.
Visit immediately expressandStar.com/wolvesbook and you can pre-order.
No way. So
Yes,
you're guareeing a copy?
I'm not joking around.
Oh, it's absolutely superb. Timothy, it's been a pleasure. It's been an honour. I've loved every minute of it. For the last time this season, and I can't even not including Wolves in this, Manchester City 6, Watford 0. For all the post-match Wolves reaction, make sure you log on.
When we watch that, sorry. I know we do. We've got Liam Keane at the Hog's Head.
Yes, we have. Yeah, he's still there, bless him.
Brilliant.
Log on to Express and Star, Wembley.com.